Hello and welcome back to another weekly Alteryx Weekly Challenge with me, Nick Bignell. This is challenge number 50, so we're really cracking on. So this one is another data prep one. Let me just make it a little bit bigger so we can see what's going on. We have two data sources containing survey information. The input contains all of the survey responses. The questions input contains the associated questions. The column, called column, in the questions file corresponds to the field header in the data file. So let's have a look. Here we are. Column corresponds to the field header in the data file. The first row of the data file contains response type in field. First row response type. This data is formatted as a response 1 to 10 scale and age range. Okay, so 8 and prefer not to answer, 5 and then between the age of 45 and 54. Okay, objective to create an output file for a visualization tool that details the response by age for each individual. Okay, so we look at the output file that we're trying to create. We've got some sort of response ID, date, time, and then tell us your experiences, and then okay, so that's the A of the first row, and then prefer not to answer the second. Okay, so we've got to split it. Okay, so that field was 38. Okay, and it's got a dash, so it's just the first dash we want to split on. Right, seems straightforward enough. So we just need to extract the question from here. So let's just filter that to what we need. Nope, done it here. So let's just filter that to the bit that we need, and we just need column equals 38. Okay, so let's run that. Okay, so now we have the question here. Please select all that apply. Okay, so now in here we just wanted that. That's got to be the. Please tell your experience with the site. Please tell your experience with the site. Okay, so that's the same. So if we just all we need is that, right? Okay, so let's just select that particular one. Text, is that right? Yep, and we can then just make it the I'll just make that the field name and append it onto the others. Okay, I can actually see my developer tab there. I have to bring it back in. So dynamic rename is what we want to do, and then just basically take the first row. That will give us a field with. Is that right? Yeah, it gives us a field with that in it. What we can do with that, I'm not entirely sure. Let's just append it to the other data set. Okay, now we don't need, all we need, I believe, let's have a look. So we want the response ID, and then this is, if we need this to be the actual. So let's do the same thing with this one. Okay, so we'll just make them the, but we only want, actually maybe we just want to select the particular, so we only need the first 3 and then 30 F38. Okay, so let's just deselect them all. Deselect, we need the first 3 and then F38. Okay, let's run that. Oh, we got a 0 there. Oh yes, we have a 0 there. Okay, so we now have age and tell us your experience. Okay, so we can just write a formula which copies that across. So we just do that, and that is age. Okay, and run that. Okay, so we now have this duplicated, and we can work with us. So the fields that we want here, what are we missing? We're missing time. Where's time gone? Time I didn't get ticked. Okay, now we've got time. So this one is age, value, and your experience. Okay, so we can then do a simple text to column. We do it on, it doesn't really matter, we'll do it on this one. We use that first dash and just do 2. I know there are more dashes in there, but this should just give us the first one and split it on that first one. So if we run that, what we end up with now is the 2 columns that we want. Now we want to call these columns. Please tell us all that respond, apply. So that's easy enough, and then age, value. So we can do this, it's just a couple of ways. Because I'm lazy, I'm just going to do this and make the make that first one, make this first one a copy of the second, the split out. Right. Yep, that should then, we run that, give us this with just that bit. So we can then rename, we can use a select, rename, saves me just typing in it all into here, and we wanted age, value, I think that's what it was called, it was age value, yeah. Okay, so I think we stick a browse on the end and run that. Okay, we've got age in there, so we get rid of age as well. Don't need that. There we go. Exact copy of what's in the output for answer number 38. Thank you very much for watching. See you again next time.